How to validate a business idea fast. What if the reason most people fail in business has nothing to do with execution, but everything to do with what they choose to build in the first place? Because right now there are people spending months, sometimes years, working on ideas that were never going to work. Not because they didn't try hard enough, not because they weren't smart enough, but because nobody actually wanted what they were building. And here's the part that hurts the most. They don't realize it until it's too late. Time is gone. Energy is gone. Motivation is gone. And all that's left is frustration. But here's the truth that changes everything. You don't need a perfect idea. You need a validated one. And those are two completely different things. Because a perfect idea lives in your head. A validated idea lives in the real world. It has proof. It has demand. It has people willing to pay. And once you understand this, you stop asking, is this a good idea? And start asking a much more powerful question. Will someone pay for this right now? That question is where real businesses begin. Let me show you how this actually works. Imagine two people starting at the same time. The first person spends 3 months building a product. Website, logo, features. Everything looks perfect. But when they launch, nothing happens. No customers. No interest. Silence. The second person does something different. They don't build first. They test first. They take the core idea and put it in front of real people immediately. They ask simple questions. They offer a simple version. They try to get a yes before they build anything. And within days, they already know if it works or not. That's the difference. Speed of truth. Because validation is not about guessing. It's about getting feedback as fast as possible. And here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They try to validate with opinions instead of actions. They ask friends. They run polls. They get, that's a great idea. But nobody buys. And that's because opinions are cheap. Commitment is not. The only validation that matters is when someone is willing to give you something valuable in return. Time, attention, or money. Preferably money. So let's break this down into a simple system you can use starting today. Step 1. Define the problem. Not your idea. The problem. Because people don't pay for ideas. They pay for solutions to problems they already feel. And the more painful the problem, the easier the sale. So ask yourself, what problem am I solving and who actually feels it? Step 2. Find real people. Not hypothetically. Not, my target audience is everyone. No. Go where they already are. Social media. Forums. Communities. Marketplaces. If you can't find people talking about the problem, that's your first red flag. Because if nobody is talking about it, nobody is actively trying to solve it. Step 3. Present a simple offer. Not a full product. Not a complex system. A simple outcome. I help you get this result. That's it. Clear. Direct. Understandable. Because the faster people understand, the faster they decide. Step 4. Test demand. Reach out. Post. Message. Share. Yes, it will feel uncomfortable. Yes, most people will ignore you. That's part of the process. Because validation is not about instant success. It's about collecting data. Every no is information. Every reply is feedback. Every question is insight. And this is where most people quit. Too early. Before the data becomes clear. But if you stay long enough, something happens. Patterns start to appear. People ask the same questions. They respond to certain words. They show interest in specific outcomes. And now you're no longer guessing. You're learning. Step 5. Get a real commitment. This is where validation becomes real. Ask for a small payment. A deposit. A pre-order. Something that proves intent. Because once someone pays, even a small amount, everything changes. It's no longer an idea. It's a business. Let me give you a real scenario. Someone wants to start a fitness coaching service. Instead of building a full program, they post a simple offer. I help busy professionals lose 5 kilograms in 30 days without strict diets. They reach out to 50 people. Most ignore. A few respond. One says yes. Pays. That's validation. Not perfect. Not scalable yet. But real. And now they know this works. And from there, they improve. They refine the message. They adjust the offer. They talk to more people. And slowly, what started as a test becomes something predictable. That's how real businesses are built. Not from perfect plans, but from real feedback. Now here's something important. Validation is not about avoiding failure. It's about failing faster and cheaper. Because every failed test saves you from building something bigger that wouldn't work. And that's a win, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Now let's talk about speed. Because this is where everything changes. Most people take months to validate an idea. You should be able to get signals within days. Not certainty. Signals. Interest. Responses. Conversations. If you don't see anything after real effort, that's feedback. And feedback is direction. Either adjust the idea or move on. That's how you stay efficient. Another key point, don't fall in love with your idea. Fall in love with solving the problem. Because ideas change. Markets shift. But problems stay. And the people who win are the ones who adapt quickly. Now here's the mindset shift that separates beginners from people who actually build something real. Beginners want validation to feel good. Advanced people want validation to be honest. Even if it hurts. Because honest feedback moves you forward. False confidence keeps you stuck. So here's the reality. You don't need more time. You don't need more planning. You need contact with reality. Real people. Real feedback. Real responses. That's where clarity comes from. Not from thinking. From doing. So if you're sitting on an idea right now, waiting for the perfect moment, this is it. Take the simplest version of what you want to build and put it in front of someone today. Ask for a response. Ask for a reaction. Ask for a decision. Because the longer you wait, the more you stay in theory. And theory doesn't pay. Execution does. And validation is the first step of execution. So stop guessing. Stop overthinking. Start testing. Because the difference between people who build something real and people who stay stuck is simple. One group waits for certainty. The other creates it. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. So the only real question is, are you going to keep thinking about your idea, or are you finally going to test it? Because that decision is not next week. It's not tomorrow. It's right now to be why using these simple business strategies, you can improve your processes and increase your revenue. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this video with your colleagues.